25th, 2025. It's 2:35 p.m. and we're here to discuss the benefit renewals. Um, the benefit renewal is on what we're talking about is our health insurance. And Viva, right? Do you want to do health insurance? Well, we just probably should just do health insurance on this one and have a Viva one for the second. But this is benefits, so I mean,
Yeah,
we could
yeah, the Viva's
part of the benefit.
Mhm.
So I think if you guys are ready on all fronts, then we need to discuss that here and
okay.
figure out what we want to do and how we're going to do it with the county.
Okay, so Viva,
In short,
oh, I'm
Go ahead.
sorry. I thought you were finished. My apologies. Viva runs about $85,000 a year,
mm-hmm.
and our 4% increase on health insurance is about $95,000 a year.
The increase is 95?
94,428. I rounded up.
That's fine. Thank you.
Viva is 85,000. You said.
Approximately.
And just to kind of explain to where we're at right now, this is with levying. With levying, you did it without Viva, and
Yes,
if we did Viva, we would break
on the budget officer side, I
We
took
would-
out the Viva.
we would break the levy. We couldn't levy it. I mean, with Viva, we couldn't. There's
Mm-mm.
nothing we could do.
Well, right, and make it work.
Mhm.
So right now for like health insurance, it has gone up this year 4%, last year 6%, 2023 went 8%. So I don't have concrete numbers for last year, what the increase was and what 2 years ago was, but this year it's the 94. So, I mean, it can't be too much different people changing status. The employees, if they're on the insurance for single, the employee pays $15.75. If they're joint, they pay $106.18. And if it's a family, they pay $173.71. With the county paying the rest, taking on that burden.
Mm-hmm.
So if we passed the 4% on to the employees, the increase for singles would be $30 a month. So that would then take them up to $45.75. If they were joint, it would go up $60 a month, which leaving them to pay $166.18. And then for a family, the 4% increase would be $81 a month, giving them the payment of $254.71 of them paying it.
And just so that we're all on the same page here, you did account for the county taking the hit this year in your budget.
I did.
On your approved figures.
I did.
But you didn't account for the
Viva. So it's about a $10,000 difference. It winds up being nearly $8,000 a month for insurance for the for the county if we pass the burden on to the employee. Please, everybody understand that I don't dislike our employees. I'm just saying
Yeah.
this is what it will cost. This is the amount.
And
This
that
is
number
the money.
will vary as well because it was figured off of what we had at single,
Number.
joint, and family at this time, or at the time that we were.
If we got, yeah,
So that can change with.
A little bit.
it'll go down
With
when
that.
more employees come in, but not.
Or leave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it just depends on what they're taking and if they change or whatever, so.
And this increase is to the premiums. It does not, it's just for health insurance. It is not for dental and eye and, or optical and.
Optical is in with the medical.
Yes.
Oh, I lied. My bad. Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much.
You're welcome.
So there's where your numbers lie. You just let me know what you guys want to do with it.
Just to be clear, for my own slow understanding, Viva currently costs us about $85,000 a year.
Yes, that
I don't have the Viva numbers,
Approximately.
and I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure
I-
that's where you said it was. at.
I feel like that's what I keep saying.
Mhm.
Yeah. Or if it's in the other book.
It's probably close to that.
Yeah, if I would have known we were talking about Viva, I would have brought my
Yeah,
spreadsheet number.
yeah, I don't have
Where
it.
we're at right now,
So that's $500, 150 employees. We probably have more than.
Well, if it's a joint or a family rate,
Oh, that's right.
it's $750 and it's $500 for single and all, benefited part-time people that regardless of whether it's their joint insurance or single, they're all 500. I think the last time I deleted somebody off of it, we were at 70 something. Like I said, I didn't know we were going to talk about it, or I would have that number. Because I do that. I keep it up just like everything else. I keep it up when someone leaves or is
Mhm.
brought on.
When I did
So I
the,
have the current number. But
when I did the insurance thing here, we had 89 employees that were joint and family and 43 that were single. So the 89 would have been at 750 and the 43 would have been at 500.
Now, single paying less than $46 for your insurance is pretty good for a single, and $166.18 for a joint. And for a family, $254, almost $255. That's still very, very reasonable.
It is.
And then we're looking at, we're not doing any COLA or anything like that, because that's off the table,
Mm-hmm.
because we've.
Okay, another point, I know you already said this, but just to make sure
Yeah.
I'm doing apples and apples. When you did your budget, you took out Viva, but left it showing us with the county covering this
That is correct.
94,000.
And from your figures, I think Viva's with the 69 and the 43, about $88,000 a year.
89 and 43, but yes.
Oh, 89 and 43. Okay, I think I did that. I think I got it right. 89 at 700.
That includes Viva.
Yeah.
This
This
is,
is-
yeah, and then here's Viva, so 94.
Oh,
250, yep.
About 80.
So Viva is 94,250. I
Is what was
misspoke.
budgeted.
Is what was budgeted.
Yeah.
94,250.
Yep.
So I apologize for saying 85.
And that would be with all new hires and all that,
Mhm.
as in at family. So that's why that would be a higher.
I know, we've got to cut the Viva for sure. Because, it's not something that we budgeted for, because if we did budget for it, we'd break the levy anyway. So that's something that that's that, or, I don't see another way around it. What are you guys thinking?
I think the Viva should go. I mean, it's pretty obvious that the county's in a
Mm-hmm.
tight, fixed budget, so.
Well, do we want to discuss this more on the Viva? Have the Viva on the, discuss more on the Viva? Do you have any ideas, Commissioner Dose, on the Viva?
Well, I think I have a question. You made the statement that the Viva's got to go. Wouldn't, not that I'm in favor, I'm still thinking, but wouldn't one option be to have the employees cover the cost of their insurance and put the Viva back, and we'd still be in about the same place in the budget?
Yeah,
Yeah, we could do that.
yeah.
So I don't know that that's the best. I'm just saying I think
Yeah,
we
there could
do
be
have
that option.
that option. That would leave us, I mean, they're both about 94,000. So. It's hard to read the employees' minds on what's more important to them. Because, I mean, ultimately, trying to figure out what's the best bang for our buck as far as rewarding our employees or, compensating them, encouraging them.
I 100% agree with you. Because without them, we can't do or be anything. But we also have to be, we have to be fiscally responsible for our neighbors' money.
Oh, absolutely.
And asking our employees to pay the 4% increase because everybody else in the Silver Valley, when their insurance goes up, their employer doesn't eat the cost. I don't like it. Please understand. I don't like this. But I'm saying we work for the people. And with working for the people, we need to try and please the employees.
And the people at the same time, which
Mhm.
is the difficult problem that we have before us today. And I understand the point on the, with the cost of health insurance, it is quite low compared to a lot of other areas other counties.
Yeah, because last year we did what, 6%, so that was 95 what, 120? It was up 120. We took that burden of 120,000. And the year before that, we were at 190,000. And we took that one as well. I don't see where we could pay for Viva and incur the increase, both as a county. Nor would that be fair to our taxpayers.
Yeah.
But like Commissioner Doe said, I did take the Viva out, but left the insurance in. We can just completely reverse that. That is not an issue. Let them have their health, that benefit plan or whatever that's called. And then they can take the burden of their 4%. And we need to maybe look at, you guys, not a decision to make, but I'm just going to plant the seed. To our employees who don't need or want the benefits. If they don't take them, then maybe we can give them a $200 or $300 stipend a month for not taking our benefits.
And that's something we'd have to run through our advance.
No, if they don't take it,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if they don't take it.
See,
if they can go on to a spouse's or if they have a second job or that's giving them benefits. Listen, we'll give you more in your paycheck versus taking it'd be money ahead. We'd be money ahead to do that. And I know that, there are a number of businesses that do that and counties that do that. Like school districts do it, So, but even with a school district, they pay a lot more than $173 for a family. And they even certainly pay more than $255 for a family.
Well, I know I pay a lot more than that.
For a family or for joint?
Joint.
Also, do you guys want to do what's the we can do either or?
So how many options do we have? We could, option one, keep Viva, pass on the cost of the insurance to the employees. Option two, get rid of Viva, cover the cost of the employees. Or option three, get rid of Viva and pass on the expense to the employees. Are those about our only three choices?
Okay, would you repeat your last option, please?
We could get rid of Viva and pass the cost of the increase on.
Or we can do 50%. We can get rid of we can eat the county can pay the 50% of the increase and then get rid of Viva. Or there's a couple things we can do.
So then and that could be any percent we wanted.
If you keep Viva and pass it on and then start the precedence of that, so then from here on out, if there's a 2% or 4%, the employees then started getting used to having to pay for their insurance more, and we keep the Viva. Instead of going back and forth, just kind of start setting it.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
Now, if we have a phenomenal revenue year, then perhaps we can, instead of the employee enduring all of the expense, we could perhaps put a percentage in.
It's a lot easier. You're right, because it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to
because it's out of our control.
That's right.
It's out of our control.
Right now, it's out of our control.
Well, health insurance cost is.
it's either one or the other. But if we were to do something like that with the Viva, and then next year we could pay 50%, or and pass the 4% on to the.
And you could drop, like Commissioner Doe said, you could drop, get rid of the Viva and pass on the increase to the employees, which isn't a horrible thing by any means, but it would be a real slap in the face to the employees.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea what our total annual payroll is? Like, did you figure out if we kept the 3% COLA that we talked about at one point, what that would have cost the county? I'm just thinking about a fourth option.
A 3% would be 341,000. 2% is 256,646, and then a 1%
Still 100,000.
170,328. So even a 1%. Exactly.
Yeah. Thanks. Do you have any better numbers?
Well, right.
Yeah.
But like the benefits for the commissioner side of it, your guys' payroll piece of it, it's gone down. Because Commissioner Cowles doesn't take benefits.
But the problem is it's still budgeted for that, because if something happened to Commissioner Cowles, you can't.
No, we
expect
took it
somebody
out.
else. Did you take it out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So the numbers I have in are who's here now. If there's not an open position, then I budget for who's in that spot at that
that's
point.
kind of the hard thing, is if you're halfway through it and something happens.
And that could happen
Anywhere.
with any of us anywhere at any time. So,
So we can't inflate the budget.
We can't budget for
can't
family
inflate
for everybody.
We don't have the room to do that this year.
Yep.
If we were sitting better financially, that would be a lovely option. But
So we did.
I trimmed. That. Yes,
okay.
Okay. It's been sad. It's been very sad.
Okay.
Another one is last year in disaster services. We did full-time wages in Fund 121, current expense 121. Dan's wages at full-time and part-time, because we were preparing to hire an inspector. So the budget inspector is in the current wage. So that has shifted a little bit. We need to think about the ILED, the bus. We took on those employees. Yes, the grant, 100%.
The problem is we can't talk about that because right now.
I'm just telling you everything that is going on with benefits. They're now on benefits.
Okay. I see.
They're on benefits where they didn't ever used to be. At this moment, their grant is still paying for it. But that will end next in the middle of our fiscal year of June.
Okay.
So we're probably going to have to pick that up. Yeah, I think that's.
Okay. Well. So we really only have three options. I see at the point. So is the board ready to decide on one option?
I was just doing the math. If we got rid of Viva, but we covered the employee cost of insurance, that option would cost the employees about $750 a year to $500 a year. If we reversed it and we got rid of, we passed on the cost of the increase, but kept Viva, that option would cost people, and I'm just doing the math right now, $362. So it's almost a wash
Mhm.
either way with the employees.
Yeah.
It's going to cost them that $500
Mhm.
Yes.
either way.
It costs us the same. It's almost a wash
Mhm.
because one's
It's a wash for
94.
us and a wash for the employee
Mhm.
if we do one versus the other. I keep trying to find some.
Mhm.
Right.
And see, we're talking about, with none of them are taxable events. Because medical insurance doesn't come directly out of your it comes out of your gross. It doesn't come out of your net income. And that's the same with Viva. It's a non-taxable event, so we're really not doing anything. So there's real no gain or loss in that aspect.
And another piece that we're really getting passed on to us is the SIF. I mean, we're taking on that is went up, I think, 100 and some thousand, 100, I almost want to say $180,000 this year.
Unemployment or the
State insurance
state
fund.
insurance.
So that's what I'm saying. You're going to have to make a decision of what you keep them because
Yeah.
we've got these huge increases and not enough to pay for it.
Well, no matter what we do, we decrease what the employees take home.
I think Lori's right. I think the Viva on one hand, maybe, may look more attractive, and then the 4% passing on the employees, that would open it up for next year to be able to pass on if we were to do something like that again, and it'd be easier to pass on, like I said, 50% or 25%, or, we could
Right.
open that door this year by doing, I don't like opening that door, but the way things are happening with the counties, we're not able to afford a lot of things, and we can't keep asking the taxpayers for money because they don't have any either.
We're already asking for all we can ask for anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can I ask our benefits lady, based on what you hear and talking to people, do you see any strong preference of Viva versus, I'm just talking about what you hear from employees.
Not really. I mean, it's kind of divided. When I do get into Viva and, kind of look at stuff, not that I'm being nosing around, but when I'm doing maintenance in there, some people use the Viva right up, other people just store it. So, I don't know. To be honest with you, I think it's kind of a mixed bag. Some people really look forward to it, and others don't. So I don't know if those would be if those would be the people that would, I don't know.
If we didn't fund Viva this year, they'd still keep their accounts and whatever they have in them.
Oh, yeah.
And could we go back, say next year, the federal government, everybody turns around and we have money, could we go back and add on again?
I believe so. That would be a question I'd have to ask Rick. because that hasn't happened since I've been here, but that's a question I'd have to ask him, you know, about their contribution, you know, how that's all set up. I don't know that. But no, when a person leaves that account, if you have money in it or don't have money in it, it's yours.
Mhm.
So, you know, so no, it would still sit there.
It would still sit there unless somebody used it all up.
Then you use it all up and it's gone, yeah.
Then it's gone, and then you'd have to apply for a new one next year.
Well, not everybody uses their Viva, some do, some don't,
Yep.
but everybody would feel the cost of an increase.
So that's why it's hard to say, you know, the percentage that one or the other. I don't know.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No, that's fine. I can't answer that. Well, just depending on each individual, what they've got going on, maybe. I just need to know the numbers, just because last week we were supposed to have
Mhm.
open enrollment and we couldn't because they have to build these numbers
Mhm.
into the portal, what the employee is paying before we can have open enrollment. So
We have to have.
we're hoping, we're running out of time.
Mhm.
And so, the last time I talked to Angela, she said that if we know today or tomorrow, hopefully maybe open enrollment can happen on Thursday.
Okay.
We can't go too far into
Yeah.
September because what happens in September is for October. So they've got to do what they've got to do. I've got to do what I got to do. Blue Cross, June. I mean, there's a whole lot of factors that have to come in before payroll in September for all that to happen. And open enrollment is usually about a week long, so it gives all the employees time to go in and look at their portal. So we just need to know the numbers. And I'm assuming Delta Dental isn't changing.
Mhm.
Delta Dental is staying the same. Cause that's in the portal also. I haven't heard Delta Dental. I'm assuming that's just staying. Okay.
Well, let's discuss what we think. I mean, is leaving Viva, would it be a benefit?
Yes.
Hmm.
Sorry.
What do you think, Commissioner? Leaving Viva is 4%. And we really don't have the time to go out there and ask all the employees because we're on deadline.
Mhm.
So we need to make some decisions that we've got to, and it has to be one or the other. I think Viva it does help them come up with their, if they do have, deductibles and so forth. I mean, that's really that helps that out. It helps out on dental. People who have dental work, they can, Viva,
And vision, yeah.
and vision. And it's more of a cash now, where health insurance is, it just depends on the person, whether they can save it or not.
I can say I'm inclined to, ignore the third option of passing on the cost and getting rid of Viva. I think that's too much for the employees at one time. I think we should do one or the other. And there are benefits and cons to both, but I think the idea of starting to pass on insurance costs to the employees is painful, but maybe we can't avoid
Necessary.
it. We just can't. We've ignored it for a couple of years and done the best we could, but
Yeah.
so I would be inclined at this point, unless one of you has a better idea, that we would keep Viva and pass the insurance costs on to the employees. Okay? That's just,
I would agree with that
okay.
because we don't know what's going to happen the next budget year,
Mhm.
and you go either way. Or
All right. Well, I'd entertain a motion.
It's not a fun motion to
No.
make.
No.
I would motion that we continue with the VBA program as is, but that we pass the increase in insurance costs this year onto the employees at the for the 4% increase that we're seeing.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, that's that. Do we have any public comment?
I'll talk to the senior for the valley since I'm one of the seniors now.
Mm-hmm.
This is not realistic. You guys talked about a slap in the face for the taxpayers. I'm paying $200 a month for my Medicare. So is most of the other seniors around here. That's just one person. My supplement's another $300, $500 a month. And you're worried about the employees having Viva? Nobody helps me pay my deductible. I mean, you ever listen to Colleen when she comes in here and says she put in for a grant because we're in an economic depressed area? That's here.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't Court Lane. We're in an area that doesn't pay a lot of wages. Most of places don't get benefits. So to sit there and say it's a fat slap in the employees' faces, it's more of a slap to the taxpayers that this has gone on this long. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, well, we're adjourned. Thank you.